Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get started with a programmable logic controller. Basically, I'm going to demonstrate how to connect inputs and outputs, and also how to upload and download your PLC programs to the PLC from your computer. Okay, for this demonstration, I'm using Highwell PLC brand and their related programming software, which is named as Highwell Happy. First of all, I will show you the data sheet of the PLC. This is really important when you are working with PLCs, because PLCs to any kind of a device, before using that device, you need to refer their data sheet or the manual that contains all the necessary technical data, especially which you need to follow when you are connecting your device with other devices, and also basic information regarding this PLC. So the series of this PLC is T series, and this is the item code. This is somewhat fixed input-output type PLC, where the number of inputs and outputs are fixed, and you don't need to purchase the power supply and the CPU and other input and output modules separately. All those things compacted into a single device. Okay, you have 8 digital inputs and 8 digital outputs. So the outputs are NPN transistor type, and this is the terminal wiring diagram. Okay, you can connect AC power supply to these 2 pins, L and N, and also as usually this PLC also offers a DC 24-volt DC power output from the PLC, so it is really easy to control relays and other sort of devices using this DC power output. And these are the input terminals, which are denoted in X letter, X0, X1, X2, and this is the output terminal. Outputs are labeled as violet. Okay, and those are some of the basic information regarding the PLC. And this is the digital input wiring diagram, which is really important when you are working with PLCs. You definitely need to refer to the data sheet to identify their wiring diagram, how to connect an input to this PLC. In this setup, we are using NPN type input. So you can see when it comes to NPN type sensors, which are using the internal power from the PLC, that means we are not going to use any external power source for the input also. So you need to connect this positive side of the 24-volt DC power supply from the PLC into this SS pin, and after that you can simply connect your switch between the input terminal, which is X0, X1, X2, and this 24-volt ground terminal. Okay, and finally, this is how you can connect outputs to the PLC. It is very simple, as I told you in the lectures. These common pins are internally connected with these output terminals of the PLC. What they do is they simply provide a switching function. That means all these output terminals are acting like simply control switches. So you can connect your controlling device. It will be a relay, a bulb, or anything. So simply in between these common pins and the output terminal. And also you need to make sure to supply power. For this power supply, you can use that 24-volt power output from the PLC itself or an external power supply, because you need to complete this loop to execute the output. Inside the PLC, the only thing it provides is this switching function. Okay. These are all I'm going to demonstrate in this tutorial. Okay, let's go back to the presentation.
Okay, as described in the previous video, now I'm going to demonstrate how to connect inputs and outputs to the PLC. For this demonstration, I'm using Highwell PLC brand, and the model number is T16S2T. This is kind of a fixed IO type PLC where the number of inputs and the outputs are fixed. So first I will show you how to give the main power supply, or how to connect the main power supply to this PLC. If you refer to the data sheet of this PLC or the label, so you can clearly see, so we can connect this PLC directly into 100 to 240 volt power supply. So we can directly plug this PLC into the power supply in our lab. After that, I'm going to connect a push button input to the X node pin. Okay, and after that, using that push button input, I'm going to turn on and off a LED which is connected to this Y node output port. Okay, so first of all, I will show you how to connect the power supply to this PLC. So you can see here we have this live and neutral ports. So I'm going to connect those two wires. Okay, now we have connected the power supply. Okay, now we have connected the main power supply to the PLC. After that, we are going to connect that push button input to this X node port. Before that, I will connect this 24 volt DC power supply from this PLC to a breadboard where I can easily manage all these connections. So I'm going to connect this plus 24 volt supply and this 24 volt ground for the 24 volt power supply to the breadboard. Okay, I'm going to do that connection. So I'm going to use this red wire for the positive side of that 24-volt power supply, and this black color wire for the ground supply. Okay, so now we can easily connect those two wires to this breadboard.